ready for it to be Friday, I'll tell you what. Okay, so today we're going to be doing 7.1 notes, and then this is the schedule for, excuse me, the next 3 weeks. So next week, Monday, we're going to do 7.2 notes, and then on Tuesday we're going to do 7.3 and 7.4 notes together. That's basically where the new material will end. So we're done with new material starting on Tuesday next week. Then we're going to do a pre-benchmark to kind of prepare you for benchmark number 4, which is happening Thursday next week. On Friday, I'm going to have a special extra credit day for those of you who want to boost your grade in these quarantine times. And then the final week, or at least not the final week, but the next week, it'll be a review for 2 days and then Jeopardy. And then we're going to have a final on that Friday. And then the following Monday and Tuesday, when you are technically still in school, will be days for you to finish retakes and or late homework. So not a lot of new material left, which is pretty dang awesome. I'm very excited about that. Okay. Today we're doing systems of equations. We're graphing them. And if I can make that sunlight go away a little bit. No, not at all. Not even slightly. Okay. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be graphing 2 lines at once and seeing where they cross. And that's the whole idea behind today. We're going to do 3 examples. For this, you are absolutely going to need graph paper. So make sure you pause the video and go get graph paper, because if you just do a sketch of this, it will not work. I promise you. So make sure that you have a straight edge and some graph paper. So I'll get my stabby-like ruler out and we'll give this a shot. Okay, so the first system we're going to do, we're going to find the intersection point of y equals x plus 4 and y equals negative 2x plus 1. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to find the intersection point. Alright, I know that there's a lot of sunlight there, but I think you can still see my equations pretty easily. So, alright. Quickly draw a graph. These graphs, since we're trying to find out where 2 graphs cross, it's really important that you basically graph them as accurately as you possibly can, so you can actually see where they cross. So on this one, this is x plus 4, and remember that that's really like a slope of 1x plus 4. So I'm going to put a dot on my graph paper on 4. Alright, well let's scoop that so you can see it. Can you believe this sun is being such a jerk today? That's better. Okay. And then since the slope is 1, that means we go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and down 1 over 1 on the other side. So I'm going to draw in that line. I can't say it enough, guys. If you don't actually have graph paper in front of you, or you're not actually trying this, it's not going to work out. Please, please, please get some graph paper. You just print them out from the internet. If you look up, if you look up graph paper and then image search, you can print it, if that's the case. Or you should still have quite a bit of graph paper left of what I left you when you went to pick up your stuff. So, and this is pretty much the last assignment besides the review that we're going to be using it on. So the other equation has a y-intercept of 1, so I'm going to start there. And this has a slope of negative 2, but I'm going to make that negative 2 over 1 so that you can see what the slope is going to be like. And then from this y-intercept, I'm going to go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, but that's not really the direction I need to go because I need them to cross. So I'm also going to go backwards where I go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and draw in the line. Okay, So there are those two lines, and they definitely do cross. They cross right here, and then your problem isn't done until you've written out what the answer is, which in this case is -1, 3. So the x is -1, and the y is 3. Here's -1 right there, and the y is 3. Okay. All right. Seems like it's your chance to try your hand at this. So here we go. Y equals -2x plus 14, and y equals 3/5 x plus 1. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to kind of lead you at the beginning here. You're going to mostly want to graph that first quadrant here, all the positive stuff, to make it a little bit easier for yourself. So this is how I would suggest you set up the graph, with kind of a really big first quadrant. And then, because we don't have enough room to count up to a y-intercept of 14, let's do a scale. And let's do a scale on both axes, because it's really hard to figure out a point of intersection or to figure out a slope when your scale isn't the same on the two axes. I don't mind when scales are different normally, but especially when you're graphing lines, it's really hard to figure out slopes and stuff like that. So, all right. So you can either stick around with me right now and do the intersection point with me, or you can try this on your own and pause the video. So pause if you want to. Okay, this one has a y-intercept of 14, and the slope is -2, which is the same thing as -2/1. So that means that you go down 2 to the right 1, and remember, since my scale is 2, when I go down 2 to the right 1, it looks like this. Down 2 to the right 1, down 2 to the right 1. It's important that you actually try to get these correct, I mean, as far as like your graphing, so that if you just mess it up a little bit, you're going to end up with the wrong answer. And I'm not going to accept, like, if you turn in your homework and you turn in something that looks like, let's see if I got a piece of paper I can use quick. I don't want to see homework that looks like this, where it's essentially just you on a piece of paper being like, I don't know, there's like one line here and like one line there and like they cross here, that's something, who knows what it is, you know? I want to see it actually graphed out and in the right places. So make sure that you're using graph paper. I can't say it enough today, guys. All right, here, I'm going to start on the y-intercept of 1. This 3/5 is a little tough when we're going by 2s, so we're going to have to be careful. If I start at 1 and I go up 3, then I'm at 4. And then I go over to the right 5, and that actually lines up perfectly with a dot that's already on the graph. So I'm going to draw it in. There we go. And that's where they cross, which is, let's see, the x is 5 and the y is 4. Okay, we're going to do one more.